A key task for each one of us and for your employees is for us to determine what is the optimal dose, what type of stress or what amount of stress is needed for inspiration, for motivation, and in the workplace for productivity. Think about stress as a process. It's a process that allows us to manage demands and challenges in our lives. Stress is a process. It's not something that just happens to us. It's a process, and it's an internal emergency response system. I like using that language because I'm in emergency medicine. And now what I want to do is specifically talk about what's going on with the heart. 20% of episodes of sudden cardiac death, which is why defibrillators are everywhere now, this is what people die from. You know, if you make it to the emergency room, we can take care of you. But most people, a lot of people are going to die before they get to the emergency room. It's due to stress. I want to put it in the context for you as leaders. As leaders in your own companies, as leaders in your families, as setting up the health legacy. We are not an exception. These problems affect you too, and they affect your bottom line if you want a business as well. I can make a difference. Let's say that. I can make a difference. Again, I'm laying out for you a foundation, principles, so that you can be empowered. That's an overused word, but it's appropriate here, that you'll be empowered to understand different ways to go about getting relief from your stress and living in what I call the best stress zone. A lot of information is really known about the science of stress, and particularly how it affects women. What do you think of when you think of the word stress? It's emotional. Any other thoughts about what stress is? It's ongoing. Any other thoughts about what stress is? It's a state of mind. So stress is natural. That's the first thing that we need to remember. It's not something that we can avoid. It's not something that we want to avoid. Stress is about a cause and effect. It's a process. Again, to summarize it, short-term, acute stress, it's protective and healthy. Internal, automated emergency response system. Don't even have to turn it on. Your brain does it for you. This is important because as we get downstream, we're going to realize in order to relax, it's something that you have to do consciously. I am asking you, for your own sake and for the sake of someone else, to think about healing those relationships with a sister, a relative, a co-worker. You can go to someone, you know what you can say? I'll give you an example. You know, I can't change the past, what's occurred in the past, but I'd like for things to be different moving forward. I am going to do X, Y, and Z. Can you help me in trying to make this work for us? And this is really important for relationships, which are a key part of stress for us. And that is automatic negative thoughts. And there are some people, some situations, some events that as soon as it comes up, you go into the in-laws, right? And that's not to say you don't love them and appreciate them, but there's some anxiety and stress associated with it. And it's due to an automatic negative thought or problematic thought. Pleasure to be with you. I hope you learned something. I'll be around, and that's the way to reach me if you have more questions.